We are, oh my gosh, we have hardly any water. Oh, it is amazing. I'm so excited. I'm so glad my plan worked. Ignore the fact that all these beavers over here in Woodstock are starving. Welcome back to some more Timberborn. Today is my first day. I got a new computer and today's my first day using it. So I'm a little bit nervous. I tested my settings for my volume and stuff like that, but I'm just a little bit nervous that something could be wrong with it. So if for some reason something goes wrong with the audio in some way, please forgive me. I'm doing my best to make sure it works. But last time that we played, we had some issues with them sending the scrap metal from over here in Woodstock over to Clinkclack. This is where we have the smelter over here to turn the scrap metal into metal blocks. And this is the only place we have it because we've got a lot of power over here with the windmills and with the batteries and everything to make that happen. But we have a whole bunch of scrap metal here that I need to get rid of. And last time we were having issues moving it because they changed and added district crossings instead of the old way of moving things around. Since the last episode, I did do some research. So it seems like what they do now is instead of having a set amount that they send over from one district to another, they kind of balance the two districts between each other. So depending on how much storage there is and how much use there is for it, changes how they balance it out. They try to make the two districts have the same percentage of their storage full. So let's say over here in the Clinkclack district, if we had 2,000 spots for scrap metal, and over here in Woodstock we had 200, and we had 1,100 total. What they would do is put 1,000 over here and 100 over here so that there's 50% of the storage in both. So if we want them to move more scrap metal from the Woodstock district over to the Clinkclack district, we need them to have more storage over here in the Clinkclack than they do over in the Woodstock district. So I do already have more storage. There's 1,800 here plus this 180 compared to 360 between the two here and then this little one of 20, so 380. So we've got a lot more over here, but I think I want to make it even more drastic by adding another one of these underground stockpiles over here for them to put scrap metal in. And then I'm going to probably get rid of at least one of these, if not both of them, so that they only have a little bit of storage in Woodstock and then most of it's over there. So before we do anything else, let's get some storage, underground pile. I'm going to put it here, and then this is going to be for more scrap metal. And then I'm going to turn this one into something else. Let's just do planks, and then they should move that out. And hopefully it'll all work. So we'll see what happens there. And then another thing is that I want to start moving. So we've got quite a few explosives over here. I would like to get some over here in the Woodstock district to start preparing for demolishing some of the dirt here and making a path. So I'm thinking I'm going to put a medium warehouse over here. Yeah, like this. Rotate it so it's like that. Then this is going to be for explosives. So they should actually take like half of what we have over here and move it over to this side so that it'll be even. So we'll see how long it takes for them to build those. But then the other stuff that I need to do, so I think that I've got all of this dynamite here. I'm going to go ahead and just detonate that right now so that we can clear out another layer of this dirt here. They're moving around. It's getting to nighttime, so they're not going to be building anything right now, but that's okay. Another thing that I need to do is stop gathering the scrap metal over here. This is actually where I started gathering scrap metal, but because I am gathering this, we're filling up the warehouses over here at the same time that we're gathering this. And I want them to get as much of this as quickly as possible and then move it over to the Clinkclack district so that we have all the scrap metal or as much as possible over here and we can free up this space. So I am going to not let them gather this for now. Eventually, if we need it, we could gather more, but my plan is to have them move as much scrap metal from here over to there as possible. So they're working on building this little area. So I started building this so they could get up here and demolish all these trees. Let me make sure that we have, okay, so we've got this selected to chop trees. And then once they build these stairs, I'm going to put a beaver back into this lumberjack station so that they can go up there and chop all these trees down. I think once these stairs are built, I think that they should be able to get up here. And then I also would like to start working on putting down levees to get going on where I'm going to move the water. So while they're doing that, let's go ahead and just start. So I think the first thing I want to do is just go ahead and build a nice set of levees there. Once they get that built, then I can start another set. I don't know how tall. I'm going to probably want it about this height so that it goes that direction. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. So I'm going to end up needing to build stairs here so that I can get all the way up. But eventually that'll get done. I do think I need to delete these trees here. Clear planting area. I don't want these here. And then I'm going to demolish these trees so that I think I'm going to put levees on this side. So I don't know if I can build on top of this water source. This is the only water source in the whole game. I don't know if they allow you to build on that. Let me just check with the platforms. No. So I can't build anything on top of this, which I didn't necessarily want to do. My goal is to put another set of levees this way and build a kind of path for the water to travel this direction. But I'm going to need to kind of trap the water on this side. I think I'm going to build up a few layers and then put a set of these things, the floodgates, on top of it so that the water can still go into this, but hopefully some will get backed up into this tunnel here. And then I can have it go this direction. We'll see if it works. This is all a big test, but we are working hard to get that done. So they've got all the scrap metal in here. Let's see if they're moving any this direction. What are my builders doing over here? Carrying gears. I'm going to set this to high priority because I really would like them to get this underground pile going. This one is getting sort of emptied out, I think. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work, but hopefully because there's going to be less storage for it, they'll automatically just start moving it over this way. Let me see how much is in here. Not doing a whole lot, but that's okay. Oh, they finished this. So there won't be as much space for them to need to travel to get the scrap over here. So hopefully that helps. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but I'm really hoping it is. Okay, so they are taking the scrap out of here and moving it because it's down to 19. It was at 20. So these beavers are taking more scrap metal out. I think it's working. I think, yes, they're putting scrap metal in here. Okay, good. I'm super excited. I hope this continues to work. So now we have 2 sets of 1,800. So 3,600 plus the 180 here of scrap metal storage on this side. And now we're down to 180 plus 20 over here. So hopefully they'll put a lot of scrap metal over this way and then we can continue to get more here. Okay, and they've finished building this. So I'm going to turn this, I'm going to unpause that and let a beaver go in there to start chopping down trees. I think that, yeah, he can get up to here and get all of this section. And then once he can get rid of some of these trees, I'll build a path so he can get farther away. How are we doing here? Not doing too bad. He chopped that one down. Let's go ahead and start building a path just like this. Get a little bit of that done. Okay, they're starting to build this levee here. The other thing that I want to do once they got, okay, good. They've got some explosives moved over. So they are getting it evened out. We're pretty close to 50-50 now. So let's go ahead and put down some explosives. So I would like to dynamite through here. So it'll be a little bit easier to get the water to travel that direction. And then they're building the levee here. Hopefully they get this. It's too far from the district and cannot be reached by builders. Darn it. I don't really want to have to build another path. I guess I could take out some of these trees, build a path. Where is the district? So they only go to here. So if I build another path like to here or something, hopefully they'll be able to go the rest of the way. Cancel the tree planting to here. Have them demolish these trees. Then I gotta put a path down. Then they could get to this. I can't believe that they can get all the way here, but I guess it's because it's this building, not the district center. That's why they can get so far. Anyway, okay, so this beaver's getting rid of these trees. I'm going to put down some more paths. Try to get as much of that done as possible. And how are we doing here? These are still getting filled up. This is sort of getting emptied out because it was full before, so they are taking it out. So I guess we'll see. And then once they're moving the explosives. I think it's, yeah, 50-50 now, and they're going to be putting these all down. I also would need to, once all these trees are gone, I'm going to need to put a path of more dynamite this way to make a indent in the ground. Oh, 3 days till a drought starts, but we'll be fine, I think, for a little bit. I wonder how long this drought's going to be. I'm wondering if I should put down some more just to continue getting this farther. Does it make sense to just make this whole thing deeper? I don't know. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, they're still working on this. These beavers are just sitting there not doing anything, which really isn't great. Gonna empty this too. I don't know if that'll work, but okay, they are emptying it out. Where are they taking it? Over to this scrap metal thing? Okay, once that's full though, they should be moving it out, right? Okay, now they're putting it over here. Okay, I think it's working. Okay, I'm gonna set this area as high priority just so that I can build a path and get them to take care of these. They're already starting to get some of the dynamite over here, so that shouldn't take too much longer. Then I can get rid of some of this dirt. I don't know how important it is for that to be a thing, but I like the idea just in case. How are we doing on water? We've got 152 over here, 61 over here. Do I have more water? I do have a lot of water storage over here, but I guess I might have a lot everywhere. I just want to make sure we're not going to die of thirst. This down here has a lot, but I guess we do have more water pumps going. I mean, we have so much more water down here. It'd be nice if these beavers took more water up than the beavers over in the Woodstock district. I guess this is a shorter distance. Maybe that's why they're the ones supplying all the water, but I don't know. Got a day and a half until the drought. Hopefully we get enough water before it starts. Neither of these have water in them. Well, and that's part of it too. I guess this has less storage than the other areas, so they're trying to make it more even. Do I need to add more water storage down here? Is that what I'm learning? The problem is that I don't have a whole lot of space for water storage because this area is pretty tight. I guess I could put another thing for water storage right here. At this point, we don't have enough time to really get enough. These aren't full, so I'll have to wait, but maybe later I can do that. Okay, and then this is done. Let's go ahead and detonate this. Boom! It's at least a little bit bigger of a spot for the water to just kind of go in there, and then it'll fill this area up. Okay, this is done. Let's go ahead and put a path down, and then let's see if this is close enough. It is. So I'm going to high prioritize these just so that I can get that going, and then I can delete this path and all of that. Okay, so this beaver has pretty much reached the end of the area that it can reach. I wonder if I add another path, if it'll continue, or if that's kind of it, and I have to, let's see. Now if I do this, yeah, it ends right there. So I'm going to need to build another lumberjack up here, I think. But I can actually delete this then because I don't really need anything else chopped around here. So I'm going to demolish that. And then I'll put one up here, lumberjack flag, and then hopefully this beaver can get the rest of this. Okay, they took out these trees. I'm going to delete all of these paths. Actually, I should probably leave, now that I'm thinking about it, leave this in here so they can get over here for a little bit, and then eventually I will demolish it. But because I want to build levees over here, I'm going to need them to be able to get there, I think. Okay, so my goal is to get all of this scrap metal gone and get all of the levee pieces and the dam pieces and everything built and get water up to here today. That's my goal for this episode. So I'm actually going to cut some of this stuff out, all this waiting while we're trying to build stuff, and then I'll bring you back in once we're a little bit farther along. It does seem like we are moving some of the stuff. It's still kind of a slow process. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get all of this scrap metal, but I'll bring you back in a little bit. Probably before I detonate this, I might build another layer or two of this levee without you here, just because I'm not sure how long it'll take to get that done, but I'll bring you back in a little bit and then we'll see where we're at. Okay, so I thought I'd just bring you back for a moment while we're, the drought is about to end at the end of today. I did have to let some water out to fill this up, but it's already dried up again. So we are pretty low on water here. They are moving a bunch of the scrap. This is almost empty, and they are still gathering. So I think we're still doing good on this. And they seem to be taking a lot of it over here. So that's good. And then I noticed that they weren't getting past a certain point, so I added a path here so they could get all the way over to this spot here. So right now they can get to the stairs. I think they're building this. I did put a path on top of this, and I got rid of the dynamite here for now because it didn't seem like they could get to the end of these last two pieces of levee, and I need that to be there to get this going. So I'm hoping once they get these built and get the path going, maybe they'll be able to travel a little bit farther than they could before. So I'm just waiting to see what happens. And then once we get that done, then I can build some more other stuff. I also was thinking, you know what? It makes sense to probably put levees along the edge here because of the fact that, when we were doing this and we had these floodgates going, it was flooding all of this area and we had to build these levees to fix it. So I'm thinking if we do put multiple layers of levees here and then put floodgates on top and I let it out, it's going to flood this area. So I'm going to put some extra levees in here, I think. Oh, and it's the end of the drought, so that's good. But let's go ahead and put that down here. I'm just going to do this whole area, I think, with the levees. And then hopefully we'll be able to continue moving up on that and get it so that it's not flooding the trees and stuff like that. We'll have to wait and see. But these are still getting worked on. Oh, it's too far away. So we'll see. I might just up the priority on these just so that when they are available. Oh, did it do it on there? Hopefully they'll get this done pretty quickly. Oh, we are starving and dying of thirst. Oh my gosh, we have hardly any water. Okay, we've got water pumpers here, got a water pumper here. I may add another water pumper in here. We'll just go ahead and open that up and let somebody go in there. This does have water in it now, so these beavers are getting stuff and they're all hungry. Hopefully nobody dies. They're just dying of old age at this point, so I'll have to keep an eye out. Hopefully they can all get some food. There was no water in here for like 6 or 7 days. Is this a berry? Where's my berry? Did I get rid of it? Okay, it's here. I'm going to open that up so they can gather some berries, and maybe we'll be able to at least feed them with that while we're waiting for other food to grow. And I might just leave them in there. And then these beavers, oh my gosh, look at, they're just all drowning. Ugh. I think that we'll be okay. Since the drought has ended, it's just going to be a little bit of a close call. Look at all the beavers that are having issues. Nobody's died yet, though. They are still gathering all the scrap. This is empty, so I'm going to go ahead and let them put planks in there, but I mean, I don't really need planks here. And then I'm going to also have them empty this one. And then hopefully that means that they'll put extra scrap over here. Okay, this is done. And that's still the farthest we can go. Oh, maybe once this is built, then they can get farther. I'm going to have them prioritize the sunflowers because you don't have to cook that. The carrots are still growing. It's going to take a while for that to happen, but the sunflowers are pretty quick. And how are these beavers doing down here? Okay, so these beavers are not... Oh, yes, they are. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're getting berries and they're eating them just as quickly. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how bad this is. Apparently I'm not prepared for the droughts because this is the second time in a row that I've ran out of water. This is the first time I think that I've run out of food, but I really wasn't expecting it to be that bad. But I guess I need more. I do have a lot of beavers. I have 101 beavers. Well, 105, I guess, because I've got 4 babies. But it's been 4 days since the drought, and we are still starving and thirsty. I think the berries are like the only things down here keeping these beavers alive. Nobody has died yet, though. We're just barely holding on. None of these beavers are thirsty, though, because we have so many beavers pumping water. So that's good. I mean, we have 5 beavers because these 2 are on this side of the fence. So all these beavers have enough water. They're just hungry. They are starting to gather the food down here. So these beavers should be okay on food pretty soon here. I mean, they're eating it just as quickly as it's coming in, but we've got sunflower seeds popping up. We've got carrots popping up. This is starting to get a little bit smaller. We've got carrots, sunflower seeds, and potatoes over here. So these beavers should be getting food soon, and then these beavers are going to be the last to get it. Oh no, they're dying of hunger. Oh my gosh, we've got so many dying. No, we're down to 82 beavers, 88 beavers. Well, we're starting to get food. I'm going to switch this to just no priority. They can get carrots and sunflower seeds and eat those quickly. The potatoes we'll wait on because that takes time. We have to cook it. Up here, we don't have any hungry beavers, but it might be because everybody's starved. We've got 7 beavers up here. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. And these beavers are still hungry and thirsty. How is it taking so long for us to catch up? I don't understand. Well, now that these are growing, I think we will be fine. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to go ahead and come back a little bit later. It looks like these beavers are fine now. Nobody, oh wait, it's because they're all inside, isn't it? Okay, I'll wait till okay, so these beavers are all hungry. Got a lot of hungry, thirsty beavers over here. Maybe I need more pumpers. I could put a pump over here somewhere. And then maybe some more water storage over here. It would give us more. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Water pump. So rotate. I could do it this way or I could do it this way. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll put down a path here. And then I'm going to put some more water storage, medium tanks this way. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I'm going to prioritize this and then a little bit more on these. So maybe we can get more water up here. We've got a lot of food coming in. So I think we'll be fine on the food situation. It's really just the water that we have to worry about now. We don't have any beavers up here. Oh my goodness. Well, for right now, I'm going to leave it. I think they'll still move stuff over because of, I guess I don't know if there's no beavers here. Are they going to move the resources over? I don't know. Not as many beavers are hungry and thirsty. We're down to 17 beavers over here, but so I guess maybe we do have a lot still that are hungry and thirsty. And like all of these beavers are still, oh man, this is crazy. I mean, we're getting food in. It's just a matter of the water, I think. I think the water is the biggest issue, but we have beavers in all of these. So we should be getting enough water to eventually be able to get everybody some water. Well, okay, I'm going to come back in a little bit. I'm going to take a break here. I'm going to hope that getting more water storage up here will help these beavers. And then hopefully we've got a lot of beavers pumping water. It's just a matter of getting it stored up again. So I will be back in a little bit and we'll see how the beavers are doing. Okay, so it is day 14. I still have some beavers that are hungry and thirsty. I'm starting to finally get a little bit of water, but it's not very much. And I'm down to 34 total beavers in the whole 3 districts. And I was just told that we're going to have another drought soon. So my fear is that we are going to end up dying before we even get to the point of getting this stuff built. I don't have any beavers right now in the Clint-Clack district at all, which I'm not going to put anybody in there right now because we really just need food and water. But I have been turning off anything that's not, like, I'm not doing any grilling. I turned off the forestry. Actually, I'm going to turn off the cutting of trees. I might turn off all of the scrap for now. I just need beavers to work on getting food and getting water, especially since the drought is starting any minute, well, in a day and a half. But I need as much water as I can get before we get to that point. We're down to 30 something, and with the way it's been going, it's going to be rough. We have food here now, so I mean, a few beavers are without food, but for the most part we have food coming in, so it's just a matter of getting enough water built up. We only have 33 beavers, so we won't need as much built up as we have in the past, but I don't know how long this drought is going to last, so we'll see. And I guess once we get into this drought, it's going to be rough. I don't even know, it's going to be a while before we work on this stuff again because I am having issues. No available workers. Did somebody else die? Okay, we've got a lot of babies being born, but I don't really need babies right now. Well, I guess I will eventually, but I really need to get some beavers working. We've only got a little bit of water up here. Most of it's down in the Beverly Hills district. So I'm hoping these beavers, we've got 2 here. I really need somebody in this. I'm going to prioritize this. Okay. And then what else? I mean, I really don't know what else we've got beavers in here working on. Do we just not have that many beavers? We've got 9 beavers total. So we've got 3 in the water. We've got 3 in the farm. And then where are the other 3? Just moving stuff between districts? I don't really need... No, not doing that either. I'm not sure. I guess 1 building stuff. Turn this to water. I might pause this. I don't really need that getting built right now. I can't even fill these up. The morning of the drought is starting, so I am going to lift this up. We're going to try to hold as much water up here as we can. I am going to let them keep pumping. Oh, there's not even enough in here for that to happen. I guess I'll just keep an eye on this and let more out as time goes. They should be taking water from here up to this other area to help them out, but we only have 8 water total, so that, well, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay, 278. We still do have food down here, so I guess these beavers are going to be feeding and giving water to the beavers up in the Woodstock district because I can't pump any more water up here and all of this food is going to die. Let's go ahead and have them actually get the potatoes since the potatoes are grown, and then I will let them start cooking that soon because we got a lot of potatoes here. Actually, I should probably do the sunflower seeds first. So let's do sunflower seeds because I don't have to cook them. Then we'll switch over to potatoes. Hopefully we can get some of this. And then these beavers are pumping water. We've got 280. We've got 5 days left of the drought. As long as I keep some water in here, all of these plants will continue to grow. So we should be able to feed these beavers and hopefully some of these. We've only got 32 beavers total, so they will be easier to feed than it was before. 100 something beavers is a lot harder to keep fed than the 32 that we've currently got. So I'm hoping we can just continue to get these beavers, and maybe we can just take water back and forth if we can continue to get food from up here. So we'll see what happens. Thankfully, everybody seems to be fed and all of that down there. These beavers are thirsty. Do we have any? I do need 1 beaver in here. Okay, let's pause these. And maybe somebody will move in here. No, I don't. I'm gonna pause these. Pause these. What else? Is there anybody here? I need beavers here to take food and water up to that one. I didn't even think about that before. Pause this. Pause this. I'm going to go down to 2 in each of these. I do need them to get the stuff, but I also need them to take food and water up to this district, which they are not doing. What else can I pause? I mean, I have like everything paused. I can pause this one. Pause this lumberjack. These are all paused. Is anybody in here yet? No. I'm going to leave the berry beaver in there because I need the berries as much as possible. Oh, but they're not getting these berries. So maybe I should pause it in a little bit. I'm going to pause this too. I don't need them building. Is anyone going in here? Okay, we've got 1 beaver going here to give these beavers water because they don't have any water right now and they are going to die of thirst. We do have some food. We got 2.5 days left. Look at how thirsty they are. I think I'm going to let a little bit more water out of here. And that's good enough. Just enough to get some more water in here so they can keep pumping. Okay, they've got a little bit of water up here so these beavers can drink. Okay, cool. Okay, I think we're good on this. I am going to, now that we've got it going between the two districts, we should be okay. We've only got a day and a half left. We've got a lot of water and we're doing good on food. So I'm going to go ahead and come back in a little bit. Hopefully once the wet season has started and they can get more resources, and then maybe we can keep building all of this. But I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so it's been a few cycles since the last time that I showed you the beaver villages. So we've gone through a couple droughts since then. I have really just been focusing on getting more water, getting more food, and getting more beavers again, because building was like something we couldn't really work on when we only had 30 beavers. So I finally got almost up to the full amount of beavers that we had before. I've been building more extra water storage around all the different districts so that they can store more water around. And then I've built a little bit of extra food storage, but mostly it's been water storage. So we're doing good on water, not quite as good on food, but the drought just ended, the last drought that we had, so we should be getting more food soon. And this dam piece, the levees are getting built over here, so soon that'll get done and we can start doing something else. But now that all these trees are gone and this is getting built, I want to start working on putting down explosives up here. I did delete the lumberjack thing that was up here, so we had space to put down the explosives. This is where I want the water to travel, so I'm going to go this way, and I'm trying to see, I want it to be in the same level as that over there. So I think it's going to be this. Now let's see how... Okay, perfect. That actually is the exact spot that I want it. Now I'm not sure if they were going to be able to reach all of this because of the path, so I'm going to have to build another long path here just so I can get all of this built. And I think I'm going to do 2 layers deep like I did on this one, just so we have a little bit of extra water going through there. They are working on this, and then I'm trying to figure out this area because I don't know. I guess I could put a path here to go on top on this side and finish building this area. I'm a little bit nervous that I'm not going to be able to get it all built because they were having such a hard time getting up to this, but we'll see. I'm also building on this side a little bit so that when I let water in here, once I build this side, it doesn't flood my trees and all of that, but we will see how that goes. We're just slowly building stuff, but I think I will pause again. I'll bring you back in a little bit once this dynamite's built so we can detonate that. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, well, welcome back. As you can see, we've been getting a lot of the scrap gone, so hopefully this will be gone soon. They haven't put up any of the explosives up here yet, but that's okay. They finished this side of the dam, and I built a road here so that hopefully I can delete these stairs and finish this side. That's my plan. Now that that's done, it is the start of a drought. Just I think yesterday started. We've got a lot of water, but we don't have a lot of food. So I did end up, I made another berry gatherer here to gather some of these berries. And then I had this beaver working so that we could get a little bit more food, because I feel like sometimes these ones that we're planting take longer than the berries themselves. So I'm hoping as they finish getting some of these berries, some of these will grow back, or we'll get more food here. Hopefully we won't die of starvation, because right now we're only at 1,000 food. It's a little bit rough, but we are still gathering. I do have these beavers set to sunflowers, but I might switch it to none because we've got a lot of potatoes here that we can cook up, and carrots. So I'm hoping maybe they can get that done, and we'll see how long it takes for them to start putting these explosive pieces in. I think I'm going to come over here and delete these stairs. And then I'm going to get all of this done. I'm going to get this put in. Levee. And then we'll see once they get this stuff built. I'm going to probably need to get rid of these stairs and just build that part myself. But we'll see what happens. Paths. We want to put some paths up here so they can get to it. And this will be done soon. They are getting farther along in the scrap. There's not, I mean, there's quite a bit still left, but compared to what we had before, it's not too bad. And I'm hoping we do still have quite a bit of space there, so I'm hoping they'll continue to move that. Although all of these beavers are just sitting there, but they're moving a lot of food. Oh my gosh, we're down to, okay, we're fine on food. That was just in the Woodstock district that we were having issues with that. Okay, they're getting the explosives put up there, and then I'm gonna start deleting this. Then we're gonna put some more levee pieces. Oh, not stairs. What am I doing? Levee pieces on here that they should be able to build. Okay, put a path the rest of the way on here so we can get that done. Okay, so they're gonna do that. This is getting finished. I can actually put down some more dynamite here. I am putting a little bit of levees here for stopping this area from getting too much water when we let the water out here. But I do need to build these up a little bit more. They're starting to gather some more of the scrap. This is all done. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and detonate this. Okay, and then we're gonna need to put another layer of dynamite in here. So I guess I should do that. Another layer of this to here. The other thing I thought of is I think I want to make this area actually 2 deep instead of just the single 1 deep area that it was, so that I have a little bit more water stored up in here once this gets filled. So I started taking down the trees here, and then I demolished what was left. So as soon as that's done, I am going to put a bunch of dynamite in here. It's going to take a lot of dynamite, but we are making it again up here, so we should be okay. Yeah, we've got a lot of explosives, and I think we've got quite a bit down here as well. Yeah, so we're good on that. But I guess I'll bring you back in a little bit once we get this dynamite done and maybe see how far the scrap is going. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so we are working on this still. It's slow moving because they have to go all the way around here. Some of them are getting like thirsty and hungry and all that as they travel this far, but it's really what I gotta do because I can't go this way anymore. Scrap is getting really low, so we're doing really good on that. That's continuing, and they got all the trees from here, so I want to put down a bunch of dynamite here. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. I think I'm going to leave one on the edge and put a dam piece there to keep as much water in as possible. Then I'm just going to kind of blanket this whole area in the dynamite. So we'll see. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for them to get this all filled in. These beavers up here in the Clint-Clack district, there's a lot of beavers that don't have as much to do. Down there, there's a lot of building going on in the Woodstock district, but here we have not as much to build. So I'm hoping that they can get this done pretty darn quickly, and then we can demolish some of this stuff. So I'm going to do that, and then we will come back in a little bit and detonate that whole area and see what we can do. Okay, well, we are super close to getting the rest of the scrap done. Ignore the fact that all these beavers over here in Woodstock are starving. They have food, it's just taking a long time to gather it. With how many beavers we got, we're eating all the food right away. So hopefully that'll get fixed soon. I mean, they're bringing it in. We've got 3 beavers over here in this farmhouse and 3 in this one gathering all this food. So they should be getting it pretty quickly, and then they should be able to eat. It's just taking a little bit to get there because they're eating it so quickly. But we're just going to ignore that they're starving, and we're going to move on. So we do have this area here that is ready to detonate. And then I think everything over here, I did remove a few pieces of dynamite here that I think this is going to be a good spot for a Lido. And the Lido, I think, only can have 1 thing deep instead of 2. So I left a little bit here for that. But the rest of it I am going to detonate. And then before I do that, I think I'm going to put a dam here. This one where it allows water to pass through if it gets to that height, so that they can just walk over there and do it in the morning. And then once that's set up, then I will detonate this whole area. They're so close to this. This one they can't get to, but I'm just going to leave it. It'll be underwater and it's okay. I just want to make sure I can build here, so I'm not super worried about that. But let's go ahead and detonate this. So now that is 2 deep. So that's great. I'm going to actually get rid of this path. And then I'm going to put a piece of dynamite here. Soon I'm going to need to get rid of this. I don't know. I got to figure out a way to get up here. Well, actually, I don't need to get up here once I detonate this stuff. So I can put a piece of dynamite here, detonate it, put another one below it, detonate it, and then I can build this up so that I can have this done. So let's go ahead and detonate that. Then we're going to put one more piece right there to let the water through here. And then once I can slowly take a piece out and build the damn pieces up here. I did put another farmhouse down here. I don't know if I mentioned that because this one farmhouse was not able to keep up with the food that was here. And they are still starving, but hopefully it'll get fixed soon. I am building up here, but looks like I missed a spot, but I can't get to it anymore anyway. So we will just continue going with what we've got. I'm not sure if they can get to all of it, but that's okay. We'll get to what we can. And then I'm going to start building on this side. Actually, can I just put a piece of dynamite there with that there? Yes, I can. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Once that's done, I'll detonate this. I'm going to start building up here. I wonder if I can build another up on top of this. Let's try it. And then let's see how they're doing over here. They're so close to being done with this. I could start actually putting levee pieces up here. And then we'll see how that goes. Okay, they are partway through with this. I might actually just build a path across here. It might be helpful later. I could maybe put some food up here or something. So let's go ahead and just put down a path. Oh, there's trees. Guess I can't really do that, can I? Get rid of this tree. Let's just demolish it, I think. I'm not super worried about getting the wood from it. May actually put down a piece of double platform here, and then I can get across more easily if I decide to. Oh my gosh, these guys are still starving. Okay, so let's go to sunflowers since we've got a lot of sunflowers coming in here. Oh, well, and I'll switch this to carrots because we got a few carrots here. We've got 3 and 3 though, so really they should be getting it done pretty quickly. Okay, this is done. Let's go ahead and detonate that. Hopefully it wasn't too close to any of those beavers that just walked by. So now the water should be filling that part in. That's nice. Let's go ahead and put down some levees here. And then we'll do that for now. Oh, this is done. Let's go ahead and detonate that. Now I can start deleting this. And then I'm going to put down a levee right there. After that's built, then I'll take it down these stairs and build another couple pieces of levee there, and so on and so forth until we get that done. And we might as well put down some more dynamite here while we're at it, and then I can get rid of this. How are we doing over here? Okay, this is done. Let's go ahead and detonate this. Nice. Okay, so then we can put down the dynamite along this. Oh, another drought is coming, and we are so low on food. It's crazy. But that's about it. I think I'm gonna go for a bit. I'm gonna wait till the scrap's almost done and till well, I might as well just wait a minute. This dynamite is gonna be here any minute. Well, you guys don't really need to see that, do you? I'll just, I'm going to detonate this, and then I'm going to delete this path and detonate that. But I guess leave me a comment if you really wanted to see that part of it. But I will be back in a little bit once we get a little bit more done with the village. Well, I brought you back for the last 5 pieces of scrap metal that we're going to get. Now that it's just one piece, the beavers are taking turns. One gets it and then brings it back, and the other one goes over and grabs it. We're 3 left. We're so close. We are not going to get to this, and I'm not worried about it. We're just going to let that be in the water. But we are so close to getting this done. And then I did get rid of the path and all of that. I'm going to go ahead and detonate this. Then I'm going to put a stair piece in here just in case we do decide we want to go in the water for any reason. I've been working slowly on getting some of this built up here and along here. I'm a little bit worried with the way the water is going that if I continue to build up, it's going to spill over. So I'm waiting to do that until I actually get more of this done so it doesn't flood that area. And that is done. So I'm going to pause these, and then we can go ahead and build the levees up here all the way across this whole thing. Oh, interesting. I did not realize the difference in height. I'm going to have to build a little bit more here. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this for now. And then we'll put dam pieces in. I really do need it to get up there. So go ahead and start working on this. I think I might be able to continue the path here just along this so they can work on the whole thing. I'm not sure how well it'll work, but I'm going to delete this because it's not going to be big enough here. But I'll bring you back in a little bit once we get that done. So I have it paused because it has been hours since the last time that I recorded. I have this whole thing done. We've got all of this built here. We've got a couple platforms here so that the water can still travel, but I could get over there to build. Got all of this. We're working on the last couple pieces right here for this part, and then everything will be done except for this floodgate area. But I'm hoping to maybe get the floodgate stuff done, some of it done before it starts to get wet again so that this doesn't fill up as quickly. So really fast, I'm going to put levee pieces here. And then I'm going to put down path to here. And then I'm going to high prioritize these items. So I'm going to go ahead and play. They are finishing up this. I think they are just, getting this one done. They should get this done soon, but it's at the top, so I'm not super worried about it. This is what I'm worried about the most. So actually, while they're doing this, I'm going to start putting the floodgate. So I'm going to do a triple floodgate here. I think that is the direction I want it. Okay, so then they're going to build this. And then I'm going to delete the path, put another one here. I'm thinking either 3 or 4 wide. And then I need to get the rest of this done. And then I need to build this part right here up a little bit so that the water doesn't keep coming out. So we'll see how long it takes to get this done, but hopefully before it starts flooding too much. My plan is to have I have a set of floodgates I want here that's lower down, and then the next back here I'm going to have another set that's a little bit higher up. So this will still fill up, but if I want I can put it down and fill this up, and then this I can let down and fill this up. Okay, so that one's done. Then I'm going to put another one here. Oh, I've got to get rid of this path. They're not going to be able to do it, though, until they get this done, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, they've got this done. In the morning, we're going to get a bunch of water. Oh, I need to let some of this out just so that we keep those plants going good, because if I leave them for too long, then they start to die before I can collect them. We're doing okay on food. It seems like they gather everything and then have to replant it over and over again, kind of all at once, instead of doing it sporadically or in stages. So we're kind of doing okay on food. Right now, we've got about 500. Sometimes it gets up to like 1,000, and then other times it's down below 200. So it's a little bit unnerving, but it seems to continuously do the same thing. So I'm trying not to worry about it as it gets low. Let's see how the water's doing. It's moving through here. I might do 4 wide for this floodgate. Well, this is starting to fill up a little bit, so that's good. This is overflowing. Goodness gracious. But that's okay. At least we're getting water down there. There's not much of a gap left in here, so it's going to start filling up pretty quickly here. Oh, this is filling up. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is getting really full. On the plus side, it's going all the way over here. This is filling up a little bit, but on the negative side, this is getting really full. It's starting to spill over into our trees a little bit. Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on, beavers. I did, because it was taking so long, I did add 2 builders' huts that I could fit 4 beavers in each one, although apparently they're not in there. And then this one can fit 4. And I might take out a couple haulers because I'm hoping they'll go into the builders. I don't know. I guess maybe I did have some people die of old age, and I've got a bunch of babies, so maybe they're just growing up. Oh no, this is starting to flood. Uh-oh. Hopefully this can get fixed pretty soon here. So once they get that, then I can put another, I'm just going to put it there now so I don't forget, but I'm going to lower prioritize it so that it gets done last. Why? Do this one first. Don't do this one first. Thank you. Oh my goodness. They're about to mess everything up by doing that. I'm going to get rid of this path so that I can put another floodgate right there. And then once this one's done, I'm going to delete these paths and I'm going to put some more levees up there. Once these are built, I'm going to take the stair out and I'm going to do like a double platform across so that I think I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to put a triple floodgate here. Double platform like this so that we can build this. And then we'll slowly... Oh, that one I can do without it. So I can delete this. And then I can put another triple floodgate over here. So this is how I'm going to continue to do it and slowly just... I think I'm going to do this one like 5 wide. No, I might just do 4 wide and do these as just tall pieces because I am worried if I do it too tall, then it's going to overflow over here. Yeah, when I let it out, it'll go too far this way. But I think I might cut out some of this and come back when we're about to put the final piece in, is what I'm thinking. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, so I didn't bring you back when I was doing the last piece of this because we're in a drought right now, and so there's not any water moving through. It's just stagnant at this moment. But I did finish this. I do have a lot of science points, so I am going to buy this suspension bridge, and I'm going to put it here like this. So we can go across here and this way. And then here I'm going to put a path, and then I'm going to start deleting these stairs and get this built a little bit more. So we're gonna do levees here and here. And I might do this too, because I'm not sure when I let this water out how far it's gonna go and I don't want it to flood. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna build a path up here and hopefully they can get to it soon. Hopefully this gets done before the wet season starts again. The other thing that I was thinking about is putting in here a double floodgate. I gotta unlock it, but then I can have it here, and then when the drought's finishing and it's getting wet, I can lower it all the way down so water can get through. But then later when the drought starts, I can lift it up so we can save as much water in here as possible before the drought starts. So I think I'm going to put this in here somewhere. I'm going to make this high priority just so it gets done pretty quickly. Actually, this one's going to get done by the Clinkclack district, so it shouldn't take very long. The other stuff's all going to get done by the Woodstock district. And then once this is done, I'm going to lower this. Actually, I can do that right now to 0 so that the water can come through here. I did put a Lido over here and a farmhouse, and there was a little bit of water that came in. As you can see, some water got here, and it just started to, so this got green for a moment, and they started planting it, and then it dried up. So it was pretty quick, but I put this here so we can start growing food up here. So as soon as we get water, we can start having this area be another awesome place to have food growing and all of that. We don't really need them to do wood because we have so much other wood, but it'll be nice. So they're working on this. This bridge is done already. We've already got this going, so they're just working on getting this done. The drought has ended. So I'm gonna lift this up here. So I'm hoping that with this up, maybe I'll go all the way up, then it'll fill in here and continue going this way until it gets to that other area. Did they finish building this? They did. It's climbing up. It's about to go over the edge here. Let's see. Okay, it just went up over this. Now it's going this way. It's going inside of here. They can plant. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Look at that. That is amazing. This whole area is now a big wilderness that they get to use. And hopefully it'll fill up even more and we can fill this area. There we go. Can they use the Lido yet? Yes. Look at that. Oh, it took forever. It literally took me hours. It took me all day to get this done, but I'm so excited that this finally happened. I'm going to lift this up a little bit. Oh man, that was a bad choice. Oh man. Okay, never mind. I'll leave that down until a drought starts. thankfully that's not going to happen forever. I'm going to go down to 2.5 here because that will let a little bit out, but not everything. And then this I'm going to go down to 2. And hopefully, yeah, everything's moving, but it's not going too far. Oh man, look at that. That is amazing. It's full. We've got this whole like channel here that just goes right in here. And this whole area is now filled with water. They can hang out in the Lido up here. So these beavers are going to be very happy, and we can get more food. I can plant more down here. Oh, it is amazing. I'm so excited. I'm so glad my plan worked because I didn't know for sure if it would let me do all of this, but it did. And I am so excited about it. That is going to be it for this season. I am going to start a new season with the iron teeth now that those are unlocked. If you have district name ideas, I would love to hear them in the comments of this video because I am going to be recording that, you know, in the next couple weeks, and I want to be able to have name ideas already up there. If I don't hear any, then I might just reuse Beaverly Hills or something. I'm not sure, but I'd like some new ideas from you if you have any. Oh, this is amazing. And let me know what you want me to do with the iron teeth. If you have any ideas on how to build or what map you want me to use or any of that, because I haven't really looked into it yet. So it's kind of up in the air on what we will do with that. But thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, I'm going to pop a couple more of my videos up here on the screen that you might also enjoy. Please leave me a comment below. I love hearing from all of you. But that's going to be it for today. I'll see you next time.